Michael Kirlock, and thank you, Minister. You're very welcome to the House. Firstly, I want to congratulate my colleague, Senator Chambers, on the work she has done on this bill. However, I'm incredibly in awe and humbled by the strength of the two women in particular, Una Ring and Eve McDowell, who have set up Stalking Ireland, who have been victims, and because of their experiences, they have started this process to change. And thank you, Sharon, Senator Keoghan, for sharing your story, because we all, as Senator O'Reilly says, we're all just human here, and we all come with our lived experiences. And I thank you for sharing it, and I'm really sorry that you had to go through that, because stalking isn't an offence, and your crime wasn't convicted. Because it wasn't an offence, and this is the whole reason why we're here this evening. Stalking should be an offence, and I suppose, Minister, the pressure is on now. You have cross-party support here in this House this evening, and I really hope that the department will change their mind, their attitude towards this, and and work with us all here on the Fianna Fáil benches to bring this bill to all stages of the House. And we have to commend again, I really do have to commend Una and Eve, who against all odds have come out the stronger out of this. And we speak about survivors and we speak about victims an awful lot in this House, and it's always about their strength, and it's always about how they have overcome and come out the other side and actually end up turning into those advocates that the state has failed to be. They're advocating for people. They're there with counselling supports, organising and support and help for other victims, and the state fails to do it. So now it's our opportunity as legislators to make sure that the state grows up and actually starts supporting victims and not putting the onus onto victims to support other victims. Because I've seen it time and time again. I don't know how many times we discussed this in this House. And as I said, the department has said that the law on harassment is sufficient, but we have seen evidence, we've heard evidence, and there is a consensus from the Law Reform Commission, from survivors, even on evidence from the UK, that stalking needs to be a standalone offence. And by legislation identifying the stalking, it empowers victims. It empowers our police force to identify stalking, empowers the victims to know that they're actually being stalked, that this is not a normal behaviour, that this is unwanted behaviour, and the An Garda Síochána will listen to them. And just to, again, women, and it is generally a gendered crime, and with absolutely, there's always the exception that men are stalked and men are harassed and men are attacked. But going on the News Talk survey this week and about our unsafe streets, women at an early age, women and girls at an early age, are conditioned to act different. To be careful where you go, be careful who you talk to, what you wear, what you say, how you do it, how you dress, and where it's always on the woman or the victim to change, to adapt, and not to encourage another illegal behaviour. And I suppose the state and the church has perpetuated that for 100 years, and I think we owe it to women not to treat women as passengers in this society, and to stand up and to have us in that front seat and listen to women, because women, we know what has happened to us over the past 100 years. We are the best advocates for ourselves, and listen to us. And it comes from the ingrained bias or degradation of women. That sex was for man something a man could take for granted, and a woman had to suppress it again and again and again. We see this, and it all goes into the exact same thing of how women have now, hopefully, turned a corner, that we're standing up for ourselves, that we're taking no more of it, that we want our state, our government, our country, to stand up and back us, back our mothers, back our sisters, and back our friends, and our wives and our partners and everyone among us, because yeah, it's time. And that's all you have to say on this. Thank you, Senator Chambers, for all your hard work on this, and thank you to all the victims who are suffering and haven't come forward. And hopefully the next person, when this bill is brought through all the stages of the houses, the next person who is stalked can go to An Garda Síochána and says, I am being stalked, protect me. And they will be protected. And that is the name and the aim of this bill. Thank you very much.